Here's our garden tour, starting from the front gate. So as you walk in, you can see I've got a lot of garden boxes, and I have a new greenhouse. So why don't we go ahead and start in the greenhouse since it's brand new. Okay, so like I mentioned in the orchard, backyard orchard video, I have some starts for some trees. So I've got a bunch of fig starts and pomegranate. This is a golden rain tree. I found a seed on the ground and thought I would try and sprout a tree. Nothing else going on in there. Pretty excited about having a greenhouse. I'm gonna start on my seeds inside here. All right, so in our first box here, we've got a box with concrete blocks, and it is lined with gopher wire, and that's how I can grow. We've got garlic down here, and a bunch of kale. And let's see what kind of garlic this is. Music. It's a variety. Oh, I can't get that. Called Music. So in the next box we have some more garlic, and the little sticks are gone, but it's growing pretty well. I've also got some little tomatoes growing, and they keep coming. So we'll continue to grow those. In this box, I am going to be putting in some Malabar spinach that grows up, and it can grow up this gate. And right here, protected, is some Swiss chard, and right next to it, protected, is some collards. And here is the last box of this row, and it's empty right now, but it will be planted soon. And this one was full of tomatoes. It had a giant tomato forest, and it is also empty. I need to do a little bit of fixing of the box because as I was digging, this end panel detached from the corners, and so I just need to put some screws in and fix it up. This is our next little box. It's a 4x4. It's all strawberries, and originally this was Hannah's box that she would grow stuff in. She put strawberries in here and was really happy with just having strawberries, and as you can see, it's doing pretty good. Still growing strawberries. We've had strawberries all winter. And this next box was originally Noah's box, and he has since stopped growing stuff in here, but we planted potatoes in here one year and they keep coming back. So we keep missing some, but this one's doing pretty good, growing really well. And this last one is Rebecca's box that has a ton of calendula in it. That whole side of the box was like 3 or 4 plants. And then I also have some kale inside there. And it will also be planted up with new stuff. Here are some new bushes that are being dug into, apparently. Maybe the squirrels or raccoons or something. But they're trumpet flowers. And here are more of the calendula flowers. So pretty. Made calendula oil. Maybe some of you saw that on Facebook. Okay, so here is our next box, one of our newer boxes. This one we started last spring. This is a bunch of sweet potatoes. I don't know if they're growing. The ones that were in the box over there didn't have very many. They were very small. So I pulled them, but I left these to see if I could get them to grow bigger for longer. So here's some more calendula and beets. That's a big patch of beets. And we've got nasturtiums and some bunching onions that probably need to be pulled, but they're still good. Our pathway to keep the weeds down needs to be redone and filled up with mulch. Okay, this is our last box. We've got Swiss chard, and it is still growing from last year. Rainbow Swiss chard. And another variety of calendula on the corner here, doing really well. The bees really like them. And I'm going to come in here and pick all these dead heads and save the seeds. They're probably ready to go. So here's my calendula, and I put some vining plants along the fence here, and they're trumpet flowers. Pink. These ones are pink. There's a seed pod. But anyway, I'm going to try and train these to climb the fence. So we've got one there. Got another one here. Lavender. Here's one that's climbing. Doing pretty good. The tomato that kind of came up. This is a passion fruit that is taking residence, but its home is not really here. And this is lemongrass, 2 in pots, or 2 pots. And then another one of those trumpet flowers. This is a table that I use to put our seedlings on, harden them off. And here is another trumpet vine that looks kind of sick, but actually it's it's growing and doing okay. That is our compost. So here's the garden.